We'll send it at 5 p.m. today, don't worry. And I'll tell him, are you sure? Because I have an inspection to do for another apartment and I would need the money to be in my account. I would need the money to be able to pay for the new apartment. They don't have lights, they barely have water because Yinka is owing the estate. He didn't pay for service charge while tenants had paid him. That is a criminal. I don't even want to go there. And I should go there actually. They told me in order to help me recover the money from Yinka that I would have to give them 10% of that total amount. I thought the police is supposed to help protect us. You know, this is not my problem. All I needed is my money. Please refund my money. Lead Global Homes. It's God that will punish you, Yinka. If this is your first time coming across my content, my name is Ebuka, and this is my story on how I was scammed by a Lagos real estate agent trying to rent an apartment. You are welcome here. I have already done the first part. If you haven't seen the first part, a card would come up here. Just click on it, or you can go to my Lagos Diary playlist on my channel and you can watch it. Mr. Yinka started giving me a lot of excuses, a lot of, promise and fail. And I was like a madman. He really made me the chairman of the mad people at Yaba Left. It's not even funny. He would tell me, I will send it at 5 p.m. today, don't worry. And I would tell him, are you sure? Because I have an inspection to do for another apartment and I would need the money to be in my account. I would need the money to be able to pay for the, new apartment. There is a lot of the heartbreak of, this disappointment of him not renting the flat to me, the lying, and the heartbreak of having to go, him letting me to go on an inspection to go check apartments. And with a guarantee and promise, don't worry, I will send it at 12 p.m. I will send it at 5 p.m. I will go out, spend money on taxi and go there, see an apartment. I would love it, invest myself emotionally into it, already imagining 1001 ways I can, furnish it and what I'm going to do there, how I'm going to, live there. And then Yinka would stop answering my phones. I will keep calling. He wouldn't answer. And then after I've been, tired and exhausted and get back home, and I would continue calling, and then he will answer, I'm so sorry. The person that was supposed to send the money, they didn't send the money. It was just a bunch of excuses. What are you talking about? What happened to my money? Do you know the excuse he came with? That the money, the refund, the lawyers made to him, right? They sent the money to his company's account, which is Lead Global Homes. I'm going to attach his Instagram and TikTok if he hasn't blocked me yet, because at some point he blocked me and unblocked me. I don't know why. So Lead Global Homes is his company's name, and he said they sent the money to his company's account, but he couldn't access the money because his bank wouldn't let him access the money. Why? That his corporate affair or whatever, CAC registration, company registration here in Nigeria, that he needed to do some update or upgrade on his tax refund. Yes, on his annual tax refund, and he didn't do that. And since he didn't do that, he was restricted from accessing funds in his accounts. How is that now my business? I tried, because I had someone in the head office of the CAC in Abuja. I connected the person, asked the person, is this kind of thing possible? Is it actually a real thing? The person said, yes, it's a real thing, but again, it's not a big deal. It can be lifted immediately. I told him, do you need the person's contact so he can help you? He was like, no, I'm going to figure it out myself and all of that. Okay, I said to myself, this is not my problem. All I needed is my money. Please refund my money. And he kept whining me. Yinka kept, oh my God. And then my friend's own, which he was supposed to also refund him 3.5. My friend actually said, I don't need to refund. He said he didn't need refund, that Mr. Yinka must rent an apartment to him because, the prices of apartment increases every month here in Lagos. If you're in Lagos, you can relate. So the flat you could rent with 3.5 million a month ago, by next month, you can't rent it anymore. It might be 4 million or 4.5 or even 5 million. Yes, it's that crazy over here. So, and I don't know how he was able to do it. And Yinka put him in an Airbnb apartment, where he pays for his stay every day, while he promised him that at the end of this month, May, as of the time I'm recording this video, May 2026, that he had an apartment that a tenant will be evacuating. As soon as the tenant evacuates, he's going to put my friend there to replace the tenants at the end of this month. And then my friend is already struggling with that. I don't even want to go into that one. It's another story, because sometimes Mr. Yinka will not pay the money to the people who owns the Airbnb, you know, the business people who owns the Airbnb, and then they would threaten my friend and bring his suitcase outside and tell him that he needs to make payment. If not, that he cannot stay back in, and then he will start trying all possible means to call Yinka and crying to Yinka, and then after like hours or even a day, he would not pay. He keep paying like every day, not monthly, not weekly. He pays every day. Like my friend lives in fear. So I looked at this whole thing. I decided I'm going to go to the police. I threatened him. I did everything possible. Plus, I do not know his house, his home address. He doesn't have any office. I know you would be blaming me now. Why would I trust my money with somebody? It is normal here. You can even find this one. Someone introduced me, right? You can even find an agent on TikTok and everything will work out. So yeah, it is how it is over here. Most of them don't have any office, any physical office. You just have to do the part you can do and hope that everything goes well, right? And also based on referrals, which I actually did, because I got connected to this one by referral. So I went to the police. I reported to the police. The police, you know, if you are in Nigeria, you know how it goes when it comes to police. I don't even want to go there, and I should go there. Actually, I should go there. They told me in order to you know, help me recover the money from Yinka, that I would have to give them 10% of that total amount. Yeah, when they recover the money, that they are going to take 10%. I was like, what? I thought the police is supposed to help protect us, you know, to, you know, I don't know, help me. They're supposed to help me, or am I missing something? I left. I went to, and after like 48 hours, I was thinking, because what can I do? I don't even have his address. If I had his address or know where he is, I know what to do to him to bring out my money. Like, I would use my connection to deal with him mercilessly and get the money, but I don't have his address. And yeah, I went to the second police station. The second police station, one of the officers I met, ASP Daniel, at Ekota police station, may God bless him. He was a little different, or should I say he was different. He was actually different. He was really invested to help me. Officer Daniel really helped me, and, you know, started calling Yinka, threatening Yinka. Yinka now brought out some of the money, recovered some of the money, and what he's owing me now is 1 million naira plus damages and emotional stress and emotional distress that he had caused to me, because he has to pay all of that, all the transportation, all the time wasting, rendering me homeless on the street and all of that, right? But as of the time I'm making this video now, I have a roof over my head. I got connected with another agent who was genuine and helped me rent my 1-bedroom apartment here. And yeah, that is it. But as of this time, Yinka is still owing me 1 million naira, and still owing my friend an apartment or the money, right? And yeah, that is how it is going so far. And please, if you are renting, or you know someone who is renting, please advise them. Be careful. Check. There are things you need to check. Check company registration, which I did, and he was registered. Check social media. How many times have they changed their username in a year or in 2 years? Do they often change their username? It means this person would scam people, change the name, and then block the people he had scammed and come out afresh as a new business, right? Just check. All right, cross-check all of these things. And when they are putting you under pressure, the pressure of somebody else is going to take it, or the owner, the landlord said that if we don't pay for it today, another person is going to take it. If the owner can't wait for 24 hours for verification before payment, then it is not legitimate. Let it go. I know you might be very desperate to get an apartment, but it is better you take your time and get an apartment that you actually would live in, than to, you know, let your desperation lead you into paying money to scammers, right? And those are my tips for now. Right now, he doesn't answer my message. He doesn't answer my call. He doesn't answer the police officer's call or reply to his message. And now the only option I have now is to track him, and tracking is expensive. I do not have that resources right now to start tracking. If you are a tracker in Lagos that can help me in this case, please volunteer. May God bless you. And I would also do you well, of course, even though it's a charity case at this point. I need all the help and support. 1 million naira is not small. It's not a small change. That should be around, it's around $800, I think, isn't it? That's a lot of money. That is people's 5 months of salary, 3 months of salary, 1 month of salary, 2 weeks of salary. I need the money. And this is my story with Yinka. And if it would help, I'll put his pictures here, because one of the days I went for inspection for that house I told you, the house he was supposed to rent to me. I also shared that house, the picture of that house, in my in the first episode of this video, the part 1 rather. I made a video of him. His face is not really up, just in case. It's as if I already knew what is going to happen, what the outcome is going to be. I was just looking out for myself, so I made a video, and from that video I took picture, like a screenshot. You know, I'm going to also put it here on this on the screen so you guys can see it. I'm going to put his social media, his everything I can get, the business name. I'm going to put it out there so that you guys will be careful. And guess what happened? The juiciest part of it is the fact that the lady who introduced me to him is actually suffering now, because Yinka is owing the estate, you know, and for this reason the estate cut their light for the unit where Yinka had rented to them, because he is a developer. I mentioned that in the first episode. If you don't understand what that is, click the video here again and watch the first episode. I explain what that is, how they do it, you know, taking a duplex and, you know, renovating it and, you know, developing it or reconstructing it into units of flats. So for his own units that he had rented to his tenants, there is no light there. They don't have light. They barely have water, because Yinka is owing the estate. He didn't pay for service charge while tenants had paid him. That is a criminal. Oh God. On top of that, there is another lady, real estate agent, who was going to help me rent an apartment. I also introduced her to Yinka, thinking Yinka was genuine at the initial stage. I was talking with the lady. The lady said that, can I believe it, that one of his clients or prospective clients, she was talking with, when she sent one of the properties Yinka had sent to her previously to the lady to see if she would like it, the lady said that she had paid for that house, but Yinka didn't rent it to her. Did you get? She had paid for that house and Yinka didn't get paid, rent the apartment to her, and, you know, promising her that at the end of the month another one is going to come out, is going to give it exactly what he had done to me and my friend. He had done it to another lady. And also somebody mentioned, commented on the first episode of the video that Yinka had also done the same thing to her in her own estate, and he hadn't paid for, I think, utility or service charge thing, and they have been out of power. They don't have light for 5 months. I'm going to post the message here. I'm going to post it here. I'm going to put it here so you guys can see it on the screen. Somebody commented in the first video. Can you see that? So it is obvious that Yinka is actually a criminal. That I'm able to get some of the money I got out of him is because of the pressure I put, the pressure I mounted, the threatening, because apart from the police, I also use random people to just threaten him everywhere, you know, online, of course, because we don't know where he is. We can't see him physically. Plus the police also was pressuring. ASP Daniel, shout out to you, at Ikota police station. He's a criminal. This is a thought out criminal operation, and I don't even know where to find him. The only person I know that had access to him was one Mr. Simon. Yeah, Mr. Simon. In one of the inspections we had done together, Mr. Simon was there present, and Yinka introduced Mr. Simon to me as his business partner. I also don't know where to find Mr. Simon, because if I find him, I'm going to get him arrested until he provides Yinka. And I think that will be my next course of action. Yinka, if you are seeing this video, you can't go scot-free even after you had paid that money. I'm going to make sure. But just know that you can't go free. You are going to pay dearly for the stress you have put me through, for the torture, everything you have put me through. You are going to pay dearly. And guess what? This man, this Yinka, he's like a pastor. Have you seen the picture? He's like a pastor. He's a smooth talker, very gentle man, very, very gentle. You would never believe. You would never believe. You would never believe. Oh, another sign would be, please, if the person is coming in the first time you met with the person came with big car, and all of a sudden in between, like 1 week, 2 weeks of helping you to find an apartment, the person is now using Uber or using one small old car, or just, you realize change, which means that the first he was trying to impress you, and now he had gotten your attention and your money, and yeah, now there's nothing to impress for anymore. It happened with Mr. Yinka. He was coming with this Lexus RS350. I don't know, it was 2014 or 2015 model. And I was like, someone has that car. What is it supposed to be doing with my 5.5 million, Do you get the scope? It's God that will punish you, Yinka.